Wanted to do something a little different today and voice over what's going on in my week. So started off with dinner with a friend. This is Cindy. She is one of the only people I know in the city and I love her so much. We met last year when I first came to Chicago, and then this playlist is my absolute favorite. A really fun story I love to tell about mocha pot coffee. So I made my first one this week, and it always reminds me of my brother Tim because when I was in college, he would bring my cousin and I coffee and tea in the morning before we went to school. And anytime I make this kind of coffee in this kind of style, it just really reminds me of him and just what great brothers I have. And look how pretty. I like to add cinnamon in mine, and it's always a really nice addition to my work from home days when I have slow mornings. I also got to go to a fashion show for one of our really good friends, Joseph. He is a model and actor, singer, all the things, and he's killing it, which we always get dim sum after, which is the tradition, and it's just so fun to have a group in the city. Oh my gosh, this is my Korean class lesson. Yeyo and yeyo and noon. And we're getting there. We're going apple picking. It's 60 degrees, 50 degrees. It was 40 last night and I had my windows open and I was freezing. I'm gonna die. It's okay. We're going apple picking today with our small group. I had to dress super fall, you know. I had to do it. I had to break out the flannel.
Oh wow, Lake Michigan.
So this is the apple picking place we went to. We actually drove out of state to a different state, which is really crazy because in Florida, it takes like over 15 hours to get out of the state. So this is us apple picking. Johan is like an actual dad. He brings a little knife and just like slices off pieces of apple. This is everybody who came. It was really fun. And I got this cart to when I go shopping. It's the best purchase ever. Also, Priscilla and I joined the worship team.
You got me
I found a keyboard, and so I'm going like the south side to pick this up, so I gotta go before the sun goes down. There it is. Oh my goodness, I miss Hannah so much. We call all the time, and I can't wait to see her over Christmas. It's like, oh my gosh, Alyssa, like your life is like a rom-com. I said it's just a comedy at this point. I also went to Virginia for a friend's wedding, and I got to see my parents, which I just was so happy to see them and spend time with them. But it was a really quick weekend, and it was really fun to see like people I've grown up with for a really long time. Love my girl Jessie, and we also had to learn this dance. Who? Meow.
And Jessie. No,
No, girl. I'm gonna be like, my dress is so tight on me that.
I think you got it. I think you just got fine.
We were behind goal that day. You just went deathly quiet, like as the ball left his foot. Round, you wouldn't have known you was in a football stadium.
Then I started making an apple crisp for a game night we had at my friend Ryan's. So I used the apples that we picked from the orchard the previous weekend and used my freshly picked apples for this apple crisp, which was actually so cool. We also had this event thing at work where we had like small business owners and vendors come to our office, and we could basically like shop and support them, which was really fun because there was all different kinds of vendors, and I feel like everyone left supporting or shopping from some business, and some were people in our company and some were people outside of our company. So I thought that was really cool that our company put this on and gave us this opportunity. Oh my gosh, this was at the game night. Put the apple crisp in, came out, and it was actually really good. Probably a little overcooked in my opinion, but I also think it's because it was such a small pan. This is everybody who was at the game night. Oh my gosh, we played Monopoly Deal, and when I tell you that game creates enemies, but I love it.
I don't know how I feel about like these videos. I don't know. I'm like, are they even like anything? They're kind of boring. I kind of hate that they're boring. I also like have a boring life. I just move, but like I just work and then go to random things. Like that's really it.
So then it was Saturday, and our friend Joseph had another fashion show that I went to. Not a lot of people in our small group could go to this one, and I wanted to make sure that he felt supported. And this was actually really cool because it was a bunch of Asian fashion designers, because it was a AAPI event, and so it was a lot of traditional Asian clothing mixed in with like modern tones, which I thought was really cool. And then I made this Zuppa Toscana that I used to make with Hannah when I was back home and we lived in the same city. And I wanted to make it because the weather is so fall, and this is such a yummy, cozy dish. If you've ever been to Olive Garden, their Zuppa Toscana is to die for, and this is basically a version of that. And look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh, like a chef. Oh, say less. Like, look at the trees. It is so fall. We also decided to play pickleball for the first time since I've been back. And then my friend Leanza came over and we went to a Leve concert.
True.